Guys, this is for the ZOTAC Cup Europe edition. I almost said North America out of habit. Best of 5 finals, 100 euros on the line, and spawning here in the top left corner of Entombed Valley. It's the Red Terran, it's EmpireHappy.
And his opponent had to wait about an hour to finally meet his opponent here in the finals from the team FXO in the blue trunks. It is Strelok, the ambitious Terran. I wonder how ambitious he'll be in this game. Entombed Valley, of course, always the potential for your opponent to spawn across from you or above you, or in Happy's case, below you. And, Strelok is going to be going for this early wall off. Meanwhile, Happy has built his barracks a little bit farther back.
Camera's on you.
Despite making a depot there. And Happy is going to be sending out an SCV. And
yeah, this is not cross spawn only. It can still be vertical and it can still be cross. Just no horizontal spawns on this map. For those who, I guess, maybe are just joining this Entombed Valley for the first time.
Yes, this is a way older map. You know, we saw this in the middle of Wings of Liberty making an appearance, but Refinery will be going down for Strelok, so he's opting for the gas opener, while Happy is immediately going to be scouting this out. So definitely not optimal for Strelok in this situation. And Happy may have on the other hand if he moves in, but no.
One thing that's kind of cool I want to say that I saw yesterday I'd like to see more people use is Fuser was, I seriously, this is like almost the signature of Fuser. He would allow his opponent to get the SCV into scout and then trap him in and kill it every single time. Because he's always, every Terran player, they're going to open Reaper, or Marine, whatever. But if you're going to open a Reaper and your opponent knows Reaper's coming, why not get a free SCV while doing so? And I thought that was really cool that he chose to do that. I'd like to see more people start incorporating little, I guess, I don't know, accented strategies, I guess?
I don't know. I don't really feel like Reaper's the best opener in TvT. Although, sure, it can work if you catch a person off guard. I'm a big fan currently of the 1-1-1. And looking at what Strelok's doing, this is looking more typical of a 1-1-1 to me.
I meant more just the fact that he'd always trap the SCV more so than the Reaper. Because it's like, cards on the table, you know what I'm going no matter what I do anyways. Why not get a free SCV for it?
True. Very, very true. But okay. So Happy will be the one here wearing the expansion pants, and Strelok's going to be the one wearing the aggression pants. And we're going to have to see where...
Well, Doom, exactly one size fits all.
Ooh. I like it. Starport will be being dropped down as soon as he hits that 100 gas, and he will be pumping out Marines, so this is going to be a 1-1-1, but actually going for Hellions instead of, say, an early tank. And now that's a little peculiar to me.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of trouble breaking that bunker. I mean, you can... Don't get me wrong, Marines have a lot of DPS attached to them. Hellions will take the few hits that you need for the Marines, but getting past his bunker without a tank is going to cost him a lot.
You know what it could be? It could be some sort of Hellion drop, or Hellion Marine drop. That is certainly a possibility.
Ooh, he might
here.
just elevator from the third up to the main as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Either way, it's going to be some aggression coming out of Strelok. Meanwhile, Happy is swapping over his tech lab, or his factory onto the reactor, and he's going to be making Hellions himself. No Widow Mines just yet in this situation, but the first unit out from that starport for Strelok is going to be a medevac. And you can see the differences between the two builds going for one base opposed to an expansion here. Strelok does have an advantage in terms of his supply, while Happy is going for more of a powering stance here. Basically actually going for more of a tech-oriented route, though he's only got one worker in each of those refineries.
Yeah, let's not forget, Happy, he's very comfortable playing defensive, and allowing Strelok to be the one to make that first move. We'll have to see if that sort of plays into his plans or not, because, I mean, this drop is going to be so strong, and the Hellions can just run right past the bunker.
Yeah. I don't know, though. How effective can the Marines be against those Hellions? At least he's going to be forcing off some
he's got to pick this back up.
But this is a pretty nice little position here from Strelok.
Can he force a lift? I don't know if he's got the pushing power to do this, but I think he might do. Yeah, he forces a lift.
The Viking will come and shut this down if it is able to stay alive. Hellion's going to try to blast those Marines in the face with fire. But, you know, in the main base here, Happy has added on a third command center in the meantime, not really adding on a whole lot of production facilities. So each player is on essentially the even tech structures, but Strelok supply blocked. Ugh. But this command center just finished, so I take it back.
And these Hellions, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, Strelok's got to cut his losses, but where's he going to do it? Actually, I take that back. His 2 Widow Mines get lifted up here.
Baby. This is what I'm talking about. He's even got a Viking in the fray now, and as long as he's able to prevent this expansion of Happy from mining, he's going to get the better of these build orders. Looking at his supply, he's just in a much greater position here, though he is down in the SCV count.
Happy now getting his own Widow Mines out.
Ooh, and that scan was well timed there. Did not get a shot off on the Hellions. If it did, though, oh my gosh, Rifkin, that would have been so devastating.
Absolutely, and the advantage of this medevac being here too is that we see it continuing to ferry units up to the natural. This has become quite a deadly... Oh, nice sacrifice there from Happy, eating the Widow Mine with the SCV, but the Viking choosing to land, and Strelok taking...
Three Widow Mine dropped in the main base or at the natural.
Actually, I like splitting this up is going to force even more scans in order to try and catch them. Viking on the high ground as well, sniping away here.
He's even got a Viking attacking the refinery SCVs too. Oh my gosh, a huge explosion going down. The Viking, though, does low DPS. All these SCVs with very low HP are going to get cleaned up. No, they're not going to get cleaned up.
Well, check the work.
He has evacuated the Widow Mines too from the main.
He's killed 8 at this point. He is definitely taking a lead, especially with the fact of how long he denied the mining here at the natural. But the question is, can he continue this damage? He might need to just pull back, but Doom, the SCVs are clumped, but they they shoot the Hellion instead.
The Widow Mine one-timer is going to be coming off right now, and he is moving in an SCV to soak up that damage.
If that Widow Mine had shot those SCVs, Doom, this could have been ridiculously turned in Strelok's favor.
There's Widow Mines everywhere on the field. This is nuts.
How much health? This Viking has 1 health, literally. Get out of here.
And now all the Widow Mines have been cleaned up from...
I mean, checking the resources lost, it's not too different, but the big difference is the income, as Strelok has 9 extra workers over Happy at the moment.
Yep, and they're on even production facilities too. The option for both players has to go on for tech labs with their factory so they can get their siege tank counts up. And once again, you know, the siege tank is the kingmaker unit. But okay, Widow Mine drop once again in the main base.
Oh no, why does Strelok have a lot of idle SCVs in the mineral line here? What is happening to him? He's got like 4 SCVs just chilling.
He's doing a lot of stuff around the map, so I don't blame him for actually having that problem, but...
you know, he probably was trying to select Command Center, hit S for SCV, and it's not even rallied, so all the new SCVs are doing nothing. They're just chilling.
And this is, you know, although Happy is in a supply deficit, he's getting more and more minerals than Strelok the longer that happens, but he does correct that.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of the idle worker button being so difficult to see right there, guys. We see that in action.
Alright, so Strelok does have the unit supply advantage, but Happy has been on 3 command centers longer, and looking at the SCV count, Happy's actually in a significant disadvantage to Strelok. And when I say significant, I mean like 12. That's 12 to 13 heavy. SCVs. You know, he's really, really going to benefit from the fact that Strelok didn't have those SCVs mining for a long time at his natural. You know?
That's what I comment. Happy's caught himself supply blocked at least 3 times this game. Not that it's a big deal right now because there's no, like, oh my god, I need to reinforce, I'm under attack, but... I mean, we see Strelok pulling ahead in supply because of this, and it's not just workers. I mean, a lot of that is workers, don't get me wrong, but a lot of that's army supply too, as we see he's got plenty of tanks, a Raven. And the nice thing about the Raven is he's never going to have to waste scans. Happy had to waste, like, what was that, like 4 or 5 scans to clean up all those Widow Mines?
Enough to have an impact, that's for sure. But, you know, this is a very fast-paced game, a lot of action going on around the map, so, you know, that's probably why we're seeing these players just see some slight hiccups every so often. They're both going for mech compositions, though, so this is something I have not seen in Heart of the Swarm yet. It's mech versus mech TvT.
Yeah, this will be pretty cool. A lot of players sticking with the bio because Marauders are just absurd when it comes to pushing tanks. And of course you can kite the Hellbats all day with the concussive shell, so yeah, I personally as well have never experienced a TvT mech fight, and I'm excited to see how this goes, but you know, it's Terran, so a lot of this is just going to be tank line versus tank line, I imagine.
That's true. And how are each player going to, you know, try to adjust to that? They are both adding in Hellbats into their composition, so another key factor could be if one decides to add in a couple of medevacs for that additional heal, and Strelok is the first one to do so, adding on additional medevacs now too.
Dude, I have a feeling from our cast today that you really want to see someone add in medevacs for Hellbats.
I do. I just don't see why you wouldn't like add in medevacs, throw in some SCVs in there, get that double compound healing factor. It just seems totally invincible to me, but you know, you won't see me trying that anytime soon.
No, it is really good conceptually. I've actually not seen anyone do it, but I would like to see it because it's, again, maybe it's that extra tank hit that they soak, you know, that just changes the tide of battle. Who knows?
And a little Hellion versus Marine action here on the left side will get cleaned up. So that was spotting for any type of drops from Happy. And it does look like drops is the intention of Strelok here now, getting 2 medevacs filled with Hellbats. He will be met by a barracks.
Can you imagine if he ferries this entire army up to his natural?
That looks like the plan.
I mean, the tanks can siege on the low ground. They
doesn't see the Widow Mine too. Oops, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna say the tanks can siege on the low ground and provide cover for the high ground. So I mean, this could actually work very nicely as long as he doesn't get caught with that Widow Mine.
He can also drop on top of the tanks with the Hellbats.
That's what he's going to do. And the tanks are completely out of position for Happy.
Easy peasy, cleaned up there. Strelok now taking a hugely significant lead in terms of supply. The Seeker missiles, 2 of them go down on a non-existent tank, and no splash damage is going to be soaked up there. Meanwhile, if he can actually just like deny this refinery, this is actually really good for Strelok. But
yeah, I mean, even if it's just 1 gas, you're going to pull ahead from that 1 gas. Not to say Strelok's not already ahead. Look at the supply difference to him. Again, a lot of that is workers, but not all of it is workers. The army supply is heavily one-sided.
And he's even going to be sieging on the high ground now. Of course, there is a Viking over here, but those Thors really need to join in the battle. They need to be taken out. Okay, now they finally do.
I don't know. Going up to the high ground like that actually looks like it cost Strelok a lot more than it got him there. He took a lot of losses.
This is really taxing Happy's APM. It's taxing his, ability to do and follow his game plan now. Of course, he is macroing like a monster out of all of these factories, continuing to get his upgrades with that +2 about to finish up. He will not be meeting that faster than Strelok, though, who has the upgrade going just slightly faster. And now making a sensor tower. Okay, now he'll know. Actually, I don't know about that sensor tower placement. It's doing the majority of his main base. Maybe you need to make that a little bit more forward.
I think that's mostly just for drop awareness, if I had to guess. It's a lot easier to see that little blip on the map than it is look for the actual blue dot coming, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. But each player taking their 4th base at the same time. This is, 2 awesome pros going at it in a relatively even matchup here. I'm really impressed with Happy's ability to just stay calm and cool, but huge engagement on this monster tank line. Hellbats are going to be dropped in the front to soak the tank fire, and as the Hellbats move forward with the heal from those medevacs, Rifkin, they're cleaning up the tanks.
Strelok is just going to push this. I mean, the drops from those Hellbats, they're not doing a lot of damage in and of themselves to the tanks, but they draw a lot of the fire away from the majority of Strelok's army, allowing him to get his tanks in position like that. And you guys got to keep in mind, that wasn't Strelok taking a fight head on. That was Strelok going into Happy's siege line and coming out victorious. So, I mean, every time these 2 titans collide, Strelok just seems to come out a little further ahead every time.
Quite true. Quite true indeed. And, +3 has been started quicker here for Strelok. +3 attacks for his vehicles. And, Happy's actually opting to go for the +1 armor right off the bat here. So, I really think that, okay, there it goes. Adds on the +3. When he notices and when he has the gas available to him, Happy's really taxed for gas this game.
Yeah, that base has suffered, that natural suffered a lot of denial and energy loss, but,
Big swing down to the south now.
But the positioning, is it good enough for Happy is the big question. And he's looking very uncomfortable with that as he does withdraw. But these Hellbats, yeah, they're uncontested. Oh no, he was chasing them. Why did he stop? Trying to clean these up, but he's already lost so many SCVs.
Hellbat drop has gone to the north here for Strelok as well, and this has enabled Strelok to move into position. He does not scout the Widow Mine. How much damage will that actually do? Boom, hits a tank. Does not one-shot tanks, though. Fun fact for you guys out there, they do one-shot Marauders, though. And here we go, Strelok moving into position on the natural. A Thor drop on top of the tanks is going to be soaking up a lot of damage as the Hellbats are moving forward. And this is a fantastic position for Strelok in this game, Rifkin.
Strelok with unsieged tanks, man. That is his mark on the universe, and he holds it home. So he's actually looking really good.
There's no tanks on the field for Happy. This is it. There's nothing you can do if your tank count is this significantly hampered.
Forget the tank count. It's 14 Hellbats to 6 at the very end there, dude.
Wow, that one, they flipped the switch on that script very fast in that game.